So today, sorry, shaky camera. I'm going to show you guys how to make this cute pillow. It's a standard size pillow, Sham. It's got an envelope back. Flip it around here. It's got the envelope back so you can stick a pillow in there. It's the easiest way. You can make it with a zipper too, but I just like doing it the envelope way. All of these seams here will be clipped, but I just finished this pillow. So those, I haven't washed it and I haven't clipped it. This is what it'll look like once it's clipped and washed. All of the seams, I clip them about 1/4 inch apart. And then it washes and then it rags and it makes it all pretty. And you get all these nice little lint things all over the place there. Nice and fun to clean. Okay, so we will get started making this pillow here. Okay, let's get started. So what it is I went through and I ruffled these already because I have to do it on a different machine. It's just a piece of fabric. It's 3 inches wide by the width of the fabric, and I've ruffled it. Hopefully you can see that good. This is only my second periscope, so forgive me if you don't see good. We'll figure it out as we go along. Not professional by any means. So what I did is I just took this fabric and I kind of twirled it around into a flower shape. Stick it on there. Okay, so stick it in under the machine. And then, let me just show you. Okay, so I've got it there in the machine. And I am just going to sew right around that edge, okay, that has been ruffled. Okay, so you just top stitch it down. And twirl it around as you go. And then you just keep moving this fabric out of your way as you're going around. Make sure to backstitch. Okay. Then I add the back. This is the rag quilting method. Okay, so that's a flannel back. So really I'm going to be sewing through 4 pieces of fabric at one time. So I've got my front piece, my flannel backing for this piece, and then the top fabric. And I use a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And just sew down it. I always use these, people call them bunny tails. See, I don't know if you can see that. It's a bunny tail. I just sew over that. It saves thread. It also makes it so that the thread doesn't pull out and I have to rethread it my machine a billion times while I'm sewing a project. So that's another piece there. Just sewed it on. So now we have these exposed seams here. There's 4 pieces of fabric I've sewed through. Okay, so there's that piece. We'll do the same exact thing with this square. And I have a blog post. My blog is avisiontoremember.com, and there's a blog post that talks about how to make this pillow. But I've had requests on how to sew this together, so that's why I'm doing this periscope right now for you. So we'll just sew that piece on there. Okay, so now I have this one and this one, and I'm going to sew them together, like in here. Here's the finished pillow. Hopefully you can see that. There's the top, the square, the middle piece. These pieces are all the same size, so we're going to sew this strip now together. Okay. Now there's that piece. Okay, now we've got our long piece here. We're going to sew on our outside, just strip, and there we go. Okay, line it all up good. So long. And again, if any of you like this pillow, I would really appreciate it if you would share it, tweet it, whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, and then we have the back piece once again. This is the middle strip that's separating the sections of squares. So we line that up. Okay, now we have one side of our pillow done. Looky there. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. Line these squares up a little bit better. And then I already sewed this flower on. I was showing somebody how to sew these on the other day that came over to my house. So lucky me, I already got it sewn on there. Okay, so there's that piece, and we'll sew on the outside strips. Once again, you can find this blog post on my blog at avisiontoremember.com, avisiontoremember.com. Oh, I just did a boo-boo. Now, see, these little ruffle flowers, they like to get in the way sometimes. And of course me, hurrying along, trying to get this video done for you in 10 minutes, sewed my little flowers. So, lucky for me, not too far, too hard to fix my little boo-boo. See, push it out of the way. Okay, there's that one. Last piece. See, I told you, this is seriously so quick and so fun. Okay, now gotta sew these together. Okay, now we gotta sew on the outside piece. Okay, now we sew on our outside piece and we're almost done. Okay, there is our pillow top all done. See, that was quick, easy. This will be the inside, on the inside of the pillow. More fibers everywhere. Life of a seamstress, right? Okay, so now we have to do the envelope back piece. So what I do is I just top stitch down each piece. I already cut these. The pillow measures about 21 by 26 finished. So I cut a piece of fabric 21 inches wide, and then I just cut 2 pieces of fabric, and they each measure 18 inches. So it's 21 by 18, and then I'm just top stitching down this side so that when it gets washed, that this will fray, but just down to there, to where I've sewn. And we'll do the other one. For this part, I use about a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Sometimes I'll use a 1/2 inch. Just, I don't know, not a perfectionist. Okay, so now for this part. Take this part where you've sewn down and put that towards the middle and kind of line it up. The nice thing about rag quilts, I don't know if you can see this, but like this piece right here is a little bit longer. You could just trim it down. Same thing with right there. It's a little bit longer. You could trim it down before you sew the envelope part on or after when you're clipping all of the seams. It doesn't matter. Whatever you would prefer. Okay. Or you want to make sure it doesn't twist. You can use these little clover clips and clip it on in a few places just to make sure that it's nice and even and where you want it. I always clip right here where the envelope underneath is, because that's kind of an important part. Make sure that it's being held in the right spot and doesn't slip under and get missed while you're sewing around. I sew with about a 1/2 inch seam allowance somewhere in there, and I just go for it. Whenever I get to this part where the envelope overlaps, I always backstitch. Just make it a little stronger. And stick a little bunny tail in there. I backstitch when I got to this other seam right there. I backstitch there because this seam right here where I just sewed all the way out, I will clip with my scissors as I'm clipping around. Okay, so the pillow's finished. Check it out. Now to finish it off, the last little bit, you will take your scissors, whatever scissors you use. There's these ones, these are my favorite, they're Heritage. There's other scissors too, my husband likes. There's some Fiskars ones. There's Olfa, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Olfa. These ones aren't them, but they look just like this, but this part right here is a lot bigger and bulkier. So I just go along and clip. Hopefully you can see that. Just clip, 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 and clip all of these seams, and then you're done.